Hi, I'm Heidi Stone, and I chose Of Mice of Men by John Steinbeck. And the book is about two men. One is mentally challenged, and another man who kind of takes on responsibility for the mentally challenged man. And they set out to gain like some financial independence, and they're migrant workers in California, and they work from place to place to place. And they really just want the American dream. They want to have a ranch and a couple acres, and where Lenny can raise bunnies and George can take care of the farm and maybe make a profit. Along the way, they meet a couple different people, and they end up working for this man who has his family working for him and some other people, and they show how hard they work, but everybody's kind of annoyed with Lenny. So George just is constantly trying to cover for him and that kind of thing. And one thing they point out is like Lenny's very strong. He doesn't know his own strength. And George is just trying to get by. And it's during the Depression, and they are in like rural California. And, at the end of the book, it's about the morals and what he can deal with. And Lenny ends up hurting this woman because he doesn't know his own strength, and the people that he's working with set out to go find him and kill him because he hurt the woman, and he ended up actually killing her. And George ends up just killing him himself because he doesn't know what else to do. He doesn't want somebody else to do it, and Lenny wasn't expecting it. It's really sad at the end. So that's kind of what the book is about. It was banned in 1983 and most recently in 2009. And the reason I think it was banned was because there's a lot of racism in the book, being that it was in the late 1920s, early 30s. That kind of thing went on, as well as a lot of violence. They have all different kinds of animals, and there's just a lot of, like, the men fight a lot, and at the end, George kills Lenny, so it's not something you want like little kids to see. And they use like a ton of curse words in the story, so it's kind of just how they talk. So I think that's probably why it was banned. It's actually the second most banned book on the list. So let's see. I wanted to point out that the name was taken from Robert Burns. It's an allusion of Mice and Men by a Robert Burns poem, stating that people's best made plans go awry. And so the quote I found was, that would maybe make it banned, or people think that would be, so you forgot that already, did ya? I gotta tell you again, do I? Jesus Christ, you're a crazy bastard. And I think the language in there is probably pretty questionable nowadays. And the way it's written is like really its own broken English. So I know what they're saying, but like gotta is a word in there and stuff. And I think they want to be more, grammar and police savvy, that kind of thing, punctuation. So let's see. I'm trying to see where we are here. I think the claim about selection and censorship. Selection, to me, is more of a choice. Like someone consciously makes the choice. It's like a unbiased criteria. Like it's selected because of a reason. And then censorship restricts the information, basically, of freedom, and it's assessed for its weakness. Or there's a void, and they don't want to show somebody, they want to hide it, what's in the book. They don't like it. They don't like the racism fact. They don't think, but, those are things that are part of our history, and I think, they're important, and, it leads us to where we have gotten today. So, it's not wrong because, it's just life. It's history. So let me just make sure I got everything here. I summarized. I told you why I think those are the primary reasons for abandoning the book. What's the difference between selection and censorship? I would probably include this in my classroom. I mean, I want to teach young elementary, but I read the book and watched the movie, and I kind of want to watch it again. And I have a 9-year-old, and he's not old enough to watch this movie, but it was a good movie. Like, it showed how life was back then. I mean, the very end, I was not expecting when George shot Lenny, but you see how things were and how things went, and I think it was a part of history, and I think it was probably really accurate. So I think they all dealt with the racism, the violence, the way they spoke, the curse words. That's just how life was. So anyway, I hope you liked my little video, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks.